Welcome to Cherokee, North Carolina, the Village. This is Violetta on Licari reporting for Under the Big Sky. I'm here with a cast member from Big Sky, the TV show. He's going to introduce himself to you and tell you a little bit about himself and his relationship to Big Sky.
My name is Frank Howell. I am the casting director for Big Sky. I'm also going to be playing a bartender, which everybody loves.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet. It's probably the personality. It's probably what it is. Yeah.
I'm sure. Now, let's back up. Let's rewind here a little bit. You said you're the casting director. We're going to want to know about that. I know many people are. So tell us a little bit about being a casting director.
Well, you pretty much work all the time. Answer questions, searching for cast to be in Big Sky. You know, we want a good fit of people to be in it. We've got a great cast so far. I've been really blessed to have the people that we have right now. Daisy's even in it.
That'll be me.
But it's an honor that I even get to do this. I mean, I am so blessed, and I'm thrilled to do it. I just love what I'm doing. So
see, the Lord says, to whom much is given, much is required, and the Lord has given Frank really a tremendous amount of talent. You're going to hear a little bit more about what he does outside of Big Sky, and you'll understand better. And when you're given much, much is required. So when Frank got appointed as casting director, it's because of the skills, the dedication, the passion, the love, and the eye for people that feel that same way about Big Sky. Frank, tell us about yourself outside of Big Sky. What do you do? I know you work 24/7 with Big Sky, but in those little in-between times.
In between times, I'm in a TV show that's nationwide. It's called Kelly's Country Junction. Country spelled with a K. And it's on Dish Network, Channel 73 with Blue Highways TV Network. Been doing it for about 7 years. I play Cousin Dud, which he's a ding dong, and I like that because there's no acting involved. And I sing back up with the band, and I do whatever else they want. You know, props, hold boom mics, whatever needs to be done. So I work with that too, and singing a praise team at church, and got a beautiful wife. Try my best to take care of her in all this crazy goings on, and but she's very patient and loving, and she's
God has given you that kind of a helpmate in your wife. She's very supportive of all the time that we take with Frank, take him away from, but God brings a balance, isn't it?
Yes, and it's without that I couldn't do what I'm doing. So I have been blessed tremendously all the way around. I'm a lucky man.
Now you see how busy, lucky and blessed. You see how busy Frank is. He's a casting director of a huge production. He's in a show that is going crazy with viewership, that has just moved up notch to notch to notch with a potential of 40 million viewers. That's not a little bit of people. That's a whole lot of people. So you're extremely busy. With all of that, do you have any time for hobbies or anything?
Well, I do try. We have horses. We love to trail ride. Also have hot rods. We go to shows and things like that. It's kind of limited, but even when I'm there, I'm working. So
well, you came on.
Work with me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You came on down to Cherokee in a real fancy car.
It's a '91 Mustang convertible, but we fixed up, and it's actually the wife's car, and she lets me ride in it.
It is really nice. It's convertible, nice yellow car, and just driving around like I own the world. It's just a wonderful thing. So you're a hobbyist when it comes to cars. What's your favorite car? Not of current, but let's say vintage.
Well, I'm a fan of the Mustang, and I like the 65s. 66 in that era. I have some friends back home that own a business, Mustang business, and so we kind of hang out together and run around together. And again, I'm blessed there too. I like Mustangs; they got them, so there you go.
Wow, that's provision, right?
Yeah.
How cool is that? Wow. Was 65 the first year that Mustang came out?
64 and a half was the first year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the half?
The back end. I don't know.
Does that mean like the summer of 64 or something like that?
It could be. It's just when they started the production. Instead of starting it the first year, they probably started halfway through, so that's what they called it. I don't know that for a fact, but that's what I would assume.
Have we seen great changes in that car over the years?
Oh, bunches. Yeah, they went from that to Mustang 2s to, and they have all different kinds. They have Cobras, GTs, 6-cylinders, Roushes, Salines. I mean, it just goes on and on. So, you could just pick one out and say, oh, I like that one. So,
between you and I haven't got a clue what any of those are. To me, Mustang's a Mustang.
And there's a horse that's a Mustang, so,
Now, how many Mustang horses would it take to haul that Mustang?
I have no idea. Probably one. One horsepower.
Frank, what would you like our viewing audience to know about you that we might not know? Maybe something you might have an odd thing that you do. I don't know. Give us something.
Something odd. Just being me is odd, I think. But
well, what's your character name there in the Junction?
Cousin Dud, and the name is fitting. There you. I mean, you wear a beanie, overalls, and he thinks all the women love him, and he's pathetic.
Oh, no, this is a must-see, enjoyable, family-friendly viewing,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes, it is. You can sit down and watch it with your kids. We had one couple that even contacted us, an elderly couple, and they said when they found out about the show that's their date night. They go make popcorn and they sit in a chair and hold hands and watch the show. So, if you're bringing families together like that, then how do you beat that?
Yeah, that's special in itself. That's wonderful. So are you looking forward to filming Big Sky?
I can't wait to get out there. When you put your heart and soul into something and you work on it all the time like we do, as you do yourself, you have to be careful that you don't let it consume you, because you're so ate up with it and it's so much in your heart. You still got to take care of your families and things like that too. So there's a balance, and you find that balance. But yeah, I can't wait to get out there, and because there's a lot of people we haven't met yet that we talk to, but we haven't met them, and I'm looking forward to meeting the people. That's a biggie.
Yeah, it is. We have met a lot of people because we do the meetups all over the country, and a lot of people do come out, but there's many that can't. They're working and other reasons. Maybe they're just too far from the meetup. So we look forward to meeting those people as well. Is there any last thought you'd like to leave with our viewing audience?
The only thing I could leave is this. Big Sky is more than just a show. It's something from the heart. And the people that we're casting, I believe, they feel the same way. It's something that's coming from the heart. And with that, when you watch it, we hope it touches your heart. And that's about, I'm going to start crying.
It's the truth what Frank is saying there. That does sum it up. We work and we love Big Sky from our heart, and we want to share that with you. So after you watch an episode, you'll have a better understanding, and we want to reach your heart on different levels. We're bringing good old-fashioned TV that you can watch with any member of your family without fear of being embarrassed, but we go beyond that because we do believe that this is God-directed and our Creator, and we want you to feel that you've learned something, if nothing else, just from relationships and how we interact. Now, the show will have conflict, but it will have resolution. And we're hoping that we can present it in a way that it'll give you food for thought. Isn't that right, Frank?
That's it. Yeah, it's and there will be some slight humor. We're going to try to make it as factual as we can with our historians and all that, but it's going to be entertaining also.
Yes.
So
yeah, a little comic relief. Now we got to have that. Well, that'll be me, one of them. Thank you for being here at Cherokee and sharing yourself with me in this interview. And I love seeing Frank on the meetups. We just have a grand old time meeting and visiting with people. So till the next time I see you, this is Violetta on Licari for Under the Big Sky. Love you, mean it. God bless. Violetta Anna Licari here in Cherokee. I'm at the Village in Cherokee, North Carolina. I'm really blessed. I've had a great past few days, and this weekend has been just wonderful. We've had a number of events and a real special blessing last night with being honored to view onto these hills. This is something you must do if you're ever in Cherokee. Believe me, it's a profound story. I'm here with a member of the Big Sky cast. a real important role in our TV program. And I'd like her to introduce herself to you and tell you a little bit about her character and herself. And I'm with
Cindy Long.
Cindy. Tell us about your connection to Big Sky. Now, I know you wear multiple hats, so we're going to start first with your character.
All right. My character is Nuna, and she is the chief's wife, and his name is Cosme
You
Luanu.
are the wife of our chief, Cosme Luanu. That's a really important role, and I know especially for the native, the women play such a strong role. So tell us about that in the life with Cosme.
Well, with Cosme, they're a very, very loving couple. They come from two different tribes, and they come together, like I said, and with love. However, there's this underlying with the women in our culture. We're the strong, silent type, but we also are the ones who own the land and we own the money, and that belongs to us. But in our show, it belongs to my husband, which causes a little bit of strife.
Oh, this is getting good. Now, you said that you come from two different tribes.
Yes.
So how much of a challenge is that in your characters? And now you're married, so coming from two different tribes, some of your culture's different. Some of your practices, is that true?
Well, we're a little different. He's Cherokee and I'm Creek. But there are some similarities because we used to be in the same area. When we all lived in the southeast of the United States, and then we were moved over into the Indian Territory in Oklahoma.
And not willingly.
Not willingly, no. But we did come together, and we wanted to be able to bring our two nations together, and so that's why Cosme and I got married.
Wow, that's huge. They're both such an important part of Big Sky and everything that goes on in the town. So I'm interested to see how the episodes unfold, and you will be too. Tell us a little bit about your acting experience. I know that you have some experience that a lot of people, especially the girls, will want to hear about.
Well, I used to be a dancer for Disney World. It was for the Spirit of Pocahontas show, and that was just one of the most awesomest times that I've ever had.
How exciting. Did you call on your knowledge and skill from the dances you've learned as from your tribe?
Well, actually, no. I grew up in Tulsa, and I took ballet. And my teacher was one of the 5 prima ballerina Native American dancers of Oklahoma.
Wow, that's huge.
And her husband, she danced in Monte Carlo at the Ballet Russe. And so I was actually taught classical Russian ballet.
Oh my goodness. Classical Russian ballet. That's not easy. That takes years, doesn't it?
Yes, yes. But now it also, as far as dance, what I'm going to be bringing is also the traditional stomp dance from the Creeks to the show. And that's something that most people never see because it's usually for ceremony only. We have now begun to do demonstration dances without the ceremonial fire. But that is just something that most people, they've never seen before. So this is something that's going to be brand new that
what a
that we're
special
bringing.
treat. That's awesome. Now, going back to Big Sky, you wear multiple hats. We know that you have an important role as the chief's wife. Tell us another part of what you do in Big Sky, another one of the hats.
Okay, well, I'm actually doing casting, and I'm looking for a lot of the Native Americans to be on our show, as well as all the other wonderful ethnicities that are going to be there.
Wow, that's an important, very important part of Big Sky's casting. It's not a simple process. It's laborious, and Cindy and Frank, our casting director, put tons and tons of hours daily into the process as they screen everything you send in. They're looking for very specific hearts not the look so much, or what tribe you're from, or what ethnicity you are, but your heart. So they really look deep, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Now you have another hat. Not that she doesn't have enough already. What would that be?
Well, I also work on our post, the Big Sky Post, which you can look on Facebook and find out some of the backstory of who we are and how we came together and how we're building Big Sky.
Wow, that's pretty tremendous. Is there anything else you'd like to leave with our viewing audience about you? Maybe something we wouldn't just ordinarily know? Like a hobby, something that you don't really talk about much, or you might want to share, or give people a little insight to who you are?
I don't like interviews.
However,
However, I ride motorcycles.
Oh, that's great.
I drive a boat
By yourself?
by myself.
You ride your motorcycle by yourself?
I ride a motorcycle by myself.
You wear chaps?
I in the wintertime, absolutely.
Now look at this lovely woman here. Would you ever imagine a million years she rides a motorcycle, and she drives a convertible, rides a motorcycle, drives a boat. Is that a speedboat?
No.
Okay. A rowboat?
No, it's a 14-foot Carolina skiff. No, I'm sorry, 17-foot.
Okay. What's a Carolina skiff?
It's a center console boat that I drive on the river.
Wow, how exciting that is. Do you get much time to do that because you're so busy?
Not as much.
Yeah.
Not as much. But we try to make time.
Well, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here in Cherokee and to spend time with me on interviews that you hate to do. I'm sorry. But we love you, and we want to know more about you. And our viewing audience, when they tune in, they'll have a real connection because they'll get to see your heart. So thank you.
No, thank you.
And now it's time to say goodbye from Cherokee, North Carolina. Violetta Licari reporting for Under the Big Sky. Let me give a shameless plug. That would be my TV show that airs this fall. Till then, God bless. We're having a real deep conversation here, and this is really profound stuff. So we're going to put this out to the audience. We want to know, and this is a childhood song we used to sing. If you ask me no questions, I tell you no lies. Only thing is we can't figure out the rest of it, can we?
No.
Anybody out there know? If you do, tune in. Contact us. Let us know. If you sing it, we'll give you kudos.
And we...
Da 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 da.
Take two!
And now, if you can say Cosby Luana in 3 times in a row, you'll get kudos.
I know you're going to be... It's that one.
Maybe. That goes on our bloopers list. Okay, so...
Start over again.
Take 2.
Okay, what do you...